Now, segmenting and tagging and general email management is a little tricky to get our heads around, so my hope is that this tutorial gives you a good base knowledge to be able to step into some of those amazing features that Kajabi offers. First of all, let's make my face a little smaller and move me over here. I'm using my partner site for the purposes of this tutorial, so the dashboard looks a little different, but all the core bits are the same. First of all, let's click over to People in the left-hand sidebar. Fab. So for this tutorial, I've created a modest little test list. So the first thing I want to do is look at tags. So let me click into my team at email. On the right hand side of Naomi's profile, you can see Digital Shared Member. Now this is a tag. A tag is an identifying label specific to that individual. So the fact that Naomi has Digital Shared Member against her profile tells me she is a part of my Digital Shared membership. Now, Naomi could be a one-to-one client as well, for example. So if I typed in one-to-one, allocates a tag against her. Now this is looking at tagging in a very manual way, but hopefully it shares for you the role that tags play. So if I go back to my whole list, I wonder who else in this list is a Digital Shared member. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the filter tool. I'm going to filter, I'm going to click on category, I'm going to say tags down here. Has any, move it out, Digital Shared member. Apply filters. So this filter has searched my whole list and said who in this list is a Digital Shared member. Who in this list has a tag stated Digital Shared member. And it's brought me up 2 individuals. Now, I have here a filter applied that's telling Kajabi to pull all of my Digital Shared members, kind of a tongue twister, based on that tag. As you can see here, it now offers me to save it as a segment. So let me do that. I'll say save as segment, Digital Shared members. Save. Now what this does for me is it makes my life easier. If I now click X, it'll bring me back to my whole list. Nothing is filtered, nothing is being pulled through, it's just my main broad list. Now if I click this little drop down, you'll see the new segment I created, Digital Shared members. So if I click on this, it brings me in that pool of people and it's automated. So if in Kajabi I have an automation somewhere that says when someone buys this offer, automatically add a tag, they will be brought into this list. For example, let's go into Jane Smith profile and we're going to do it manually. There we go, and then let's go back to our big list. Click on segments, click down to Digital Shared members, and you can see that Jane Smith is now part of that pool of people. So it's real time. Whatever changes are made in Kajabi, the segment will keep it up to date for you. So there we go, a glance into tagging and segments. Now, let's think about taggings in terms of automations. How do I make sure that any future member of Digital Shared is tagged and brought into this list? So that would be anchored, in my case, in a checkout page. So let's go to sales. And this is a test site, so I'm not going to have an offer here ready. So let's create a very quick new offer that says Digital Shared membership. Select your product. For example, subscription, $49 every month, one every 1 month, correct. Fab. Now we've got this test offer, so I can simulate how you would build this yourself. The place this is anchored in is on your checkout page, the appropriate checkout page. Scroll to the very bottom. You'll see automations. The automation we want to add is add automation. When offer is purchased, then add a tag. Digital Shed member. Save. There we go. We've told Kajabi whenever anyone purchases this offer, add a tag, and then Kajabi, the segment, will recognise this new customer and bring them into that segment automatically. The other automation, while here you might want to add along the same thread as this, is when offer is granted, then add a tag, because even if you grant this product to someone for free, you still want to count them as a member, more than likely, in that segment. Add a tag, Digital Shed member, save. Again, in the same thought, you might also want to add another automation that says when subscription payment is cancelled, then remove a tag, Digital Shed member, save. Because when someone stops paying for the subscription of your product, we don't want them to have the tag anymore. So looking again at the options for these automations, when offer is granted, yes. When offer is purchased, yes, also applies. And we want it removed when it's cancelled. It's personal preference as to whether you want, when the payment fails, for that tag to be removed. More than likely not. It would probably be better for you to do that manually, because it can fail for different reasons. It could fail because there aren't enough funds in the bank. It could fail because cards expired, da 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 da. So they might still want to be a member, but you would want to know about when that subscription payment has failed. In which case you would do very quickly, when payment failed, send an email to your team, put your email in here, and you will be notified. There we go. Super, super quick introduction into segments and tagging. So I hope that helped wrap your head around it just a little bit more.